include, so basically my first album, which was Unholy Persecution. That has a absolutely incredibly lo-fi recording quality to it, so it's very, very raw. It's very, very cult to black metal style of music, which is quite interesting really, because at the time I recorded it, I actually wasn't really into black metal that much, but as it turned out, the way I recorded it, it basically ended up becoming black metal with elements of progressive music and thrash riffs as well. So that's definitely something to start off with, just to get the ball rolling, or if you haven't listened to it before, it's perhaps a good place to start. Where I would actually say is probably a better place to start though, it'd probably be some of my newer albums. So Suicide Misanthropy is a great choice if you're after something a bit more palatable, a little bit higher recording quality, and also if you want to try out some of our longer styles of tracks, or some of the ones that are a bit more riff based, a bit more melody based, rather than just constant noodling and soloing. So that's definitely a good choice as well. There's some killer tracks on there such as Mortal Messiah and Upon the Killing Fields. Another good one is Carnival of Chaos. That's our second most popular album to date. It's sort of in between the two really that I've just mentioned, and that includes our most popular songs ever, including Preacher of Habit, which can still be found on YouTube to this day, as well as a few other amazing songs as well, such as Virus Vortex, Graveyard of the World, and others. And also obviously try out Tapestry of Torment as well. It's probably my personal favourite album I've recorded. It's 19 tracks of incredible progressive metal. It's all instrumental. It all flows very, very well. It's got a very unique, interesting sound to it that has a lot of bass and a lot of layering of tracks and sub-octaves and things like that. So definitely check that out as well. And if you want to try out some of the dungeon synth music that I've been doing lately as well, I would definitely heartily recommend Faust, which was my other concept album, which is, again, it's 20 tracks that covers the entire story of the possession of Satan by Faust, and that is a great album as well. So all of those good things to check out. But if you want to check out the rest, because there's still a hell of a lot I didn't even mention there, go to infernalsymphonyuk.bandcamp.com and listen to them all there, guys. I have actually featured a few songs on the background of some of these videos already. I'm going to try and do that more in the future, as well as post full videos of full-length albums of mine as well, as soon as I figure out exactly how I'm able to do that, given the fact that I'm just using my phone to make these videos currently. So maybe we'll be able to do that. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, other than that, that's more or less all I needed to talk about with you really today, guys. I'm not going to go into any depth in terms of actually going into specific topics and talking about them like I normally would do for a podcast, because to be honest, there really just isn't enough room for me to be able to do that. The space that these videos takes up is a hell of a lot for my phone to handle, so I can't really do that as well as I'd like to, unfortunately. But nevertheless, check out the podcast, because there's some fantastic stuff on there. Recently we've talked about obviously the beginnings of the band and some of my personal background and history, but we also talk about all sorts of other incredible topics as well, such as tips for aspiring musicians and how to create your own albums and create your own sound. There's also a little bit of information about various different times of the year. So for example, we have a Christmas episode coming up next month, which should be phenomenal. We also always talk about all of the monthly segments, and there's always some really interesting random thoughts and opinions of mine on there as well. And we also cover a hell of a lot of different aspects of my own personal belief system and philosophy, whether it's talking about politics, religion, Satanism, atheism, and a whole host of incredible, important and exciting topics besides, as well as just the music. So the other thing is, it's always the best and only place to listen to the earliest versions of some of my new tracks. So if ever I come out with something brand new that's about to come out, make sure you listen to the podcast before then, because there's quite a high likelihood that we're basically an earlier version or a demo version of some of those tracks as well. So for all of those reasons and plenty more besides, please make sure you check out the podcast, guys. Also, of course, we are available to be found on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube of course now as well, plus Bandcamp and our own website as well. So there's a load of incredible outlets for Infernal Symphony, guys. If you guys are into my music, please be sure to check all of those out. If you are not familiar with it, or you haven't listened to it already, then please continue to listen to the stuff on Bandcamp. Also continue to watch these videos. In terms of the future of this actual channel, I'm not entirely sure exactly what we're going to do with it yet. I've got a few interesting ideas in mind. I think we're going to be doing some really interesting humorous things and various different segments you perhaps haven't really ever anticipated or expected to for me to do up until now. So that should be interesting. It'll be a nice excuse for me to get up with some stupid hilarity that I wouldn't normally do on Facebook or on the podcast. And, you know, it'll give you a good place to check out all of the updating and exciting news and updates for all my new stuff that's going to be coming out, as well as the podcast as well. So, yeah, I think that's about all for today, guys. Coming up later, I think, I'm not sure exactly when it will be, but at some point in the future, I'm planning to be doing a noodle review video series, which should be quite interesting. It's something I've personally wanted to do and put onto YouTube for quite a while now, so that should be interesting. But until then, guys, thank you very much for listening and checking everything out. I've been Demonic Bishop. This has been an extremely small snippet of the Infernal Symphony Pestilence podcast, which can be found at Anchor. And, yeah, that's about all I have to say now, guys. So thank you very much for listening and or watching. I've been Demonic Bishop. You guys have been amazing. Continue to check out this this YouTube channel. And please remember to like, subscribe, share and comment on this video, because it will really, really help me out. And it will enable me to kind of grow and make bigger and better future content in the future as well. So thank you very much, guys. I've really, really enjoyed talking to you. Be sure to leave the comments down below. Give me a bit of info as to what you like about this content and channel and what you don't so far. And I'll do my best to make it as good as I can. Alright, guys, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you very much. Please make sure to check out all the new Infernal Symphony music. But until then, que sera, sera.